Hey guys, Cory here. Welcome back to another Clash of Clans video. Today we're going to be talking about 11 crazy ways that you can get banned from Clash of Clans. So this is basically a video of what not to do. Do not go anywhere near any of these things, as any of them can get you banned. However, I'm going to be starting with the least severe stuff, the stuff that'll get you banned for the least amount of time, and we're gonna end on the stuff that will get you banned forever, the stuff that will get your whole clan banned. So we're gonna be ending on the worst of the worst stuff. All right, so number one is something that's actually in the terms of service, but I have never seen anybody actually get banned for this. They can technically ban an account that has been inactive for 180 days. Now that's just 6 months, and I know there's a ton of clashers out there that have accounts, alternate accounts. I know I have like a Town Hall 7 one right now that I haven't used in ages, so they might have even gotten rid of that by now, but they certainly don't enforce it. They want people to come back after even years of inactivity and pick it up and start clashing again. And in this resurgence of Clash of Clans, we've seen a ton of people do just that, pick up their account after not using it for a year, 2 years, come back on and come on strong. Next up on our list is inappropriate base designs can get you banned. Of course, they can't really check for this through an algorithm or something like that, so it does rely on other people reporting you for you to be banned by sending a screenshot, getting a hold of Supercell. Now this could be a picture of something inappropriate. We've seen a couple of those designs, or just inappropriate words as well. Supercell definitely wants to keep this game family friendly, so when you spell out some inappropriate stuff on your base design, just know that can get you banned, and that has happened in the middle of wars to some people. So it might happen at a really bad time for you and your clan, but it's not too severe. Generally that is anywhere from 2 days to a month-long ban. I haven't heard of any permanent bans from it yet, but just beware. That also ties into our next one, which is very similar, and that is going to be an inappropriate clan description. Basically the same rules for the base design. Don't have anything inappropriate in there. Supercell does not like bullying. They don't want to put up with it, so anything inappropriate in the clan description can get you banned. And since that is according to a clan, regards to a whole clan, I would imagine your whole clan could get a ban for a while just for that sort of thing. So do not have anything appropriate or bullying in the clan description. Following along that same thread, we have got chat messages. Nothing inappropriate in chat messages. Now, this used to be a much bigger problem before they got rid of global chat, and you might think, oh my gosh, people could really get banned for that. And there was a mechanism in there for reporting people who were doing that sort of thing. But unfortunately, there was just too much toxicity in global chat. Supercell couldn't keep up with it. Come on, there's too many people out there playing Clash, too many people being toxic on global, so they ended up solving the problem forever in global chat by just getting rid of it. However, the problem is not entirely gone. If you're being toxic inside of a clan chat or bullying people inside of a clan chat, that can also get you banned, normally for a period of 2 days to up to 2 weeks, depending on severity. Now, that does require people to report you. Definitely going to need to send in a screenshot or at least report it so they can look back in the logs and hand down a ban if necessary. So once again, Supercell does not like or appreciate bullying, and they've put out many times in their terms of service via bans that they do not stand for it whatsoever. Now we've got all of our sissy type bans out of the way, the ones that generally won't get you banned forever. Now we're into some more dangerous stuff, and it's going to continue to get more dangerous as this video goes on. So next one up is account sharing. Now, I've shared about this before in a video about bans, and a lot of people are kind of worried, like, oh my gosh, me and my wife use the same account sometimes. And honestly, that's really not the intention there, from what I can tell. If you're, you and your wife both using the same account, that's not really hurting anybody and not really that big of a deal. I think the intention here is to keep people from having more skilled players use their war attacks in war or in any sort of competition to gain an unfair advantage. That's the type of account sharing that I believe that they're talking about there, and that makes a ton of sense why they do not allow that, to have a nice, clear playing field. And to be 100% honest, if your wife in your house is hopping on your account once in a while or something to that effect, not only is it it, not that big a deal, but I don't even think Supercell would be able to tell. Not that I think that's an excuse to do anything against terms of service, but if you're account sharing with somebody not in the same geographic location as you, you better believe that they're going to be able to tell that. And if they decide to look into you, they're going to know clear as day that 1 minute somebody's logging in from this zip code, and then somebody across the world or across the country, across the state, 10 minutes later is logging into the same accounts. Just not physically possible for one person to be in two places at once. Next up, we've got buying and selling of accounts. This is something that can and will and has many times gotten accounts permanently banned. It is clearly against Clash of Clans terms of service. They would much prefer that you build up your account naturally by playing the game than go out and buy one. If you do, it is a risk. You can definitely get banned. I do not recommend it, but being against terms of service is not the only reason that you shouldn't buy accounts. There's several others to take into account. Mostly, you don't know for sure what has been done with that account before you got it. So you could have bought that account from somebody who is actively cheating. You could have bought it from somebody who's using mods, which you'll absolutely get banned for. You could have bought it from somebody that used bots to get it built up, which again is something super easy to scan for via their algorithm, easy for them to detect, and that will also get you banned. So you go out and buy this account, which is first of all against terms of service, but after that, you never know what day you're gonna log on and that account is gonna be banned. That might be in the middle of the biggest war of your clan's history. You don't have any control over that. So if it's not your account, nice and clean, built from scratch, you never know when that account is gonna disappear. Next way to get banned is actually super interesting story, because I actually got to meet this guy. But hold on, let me back up. All right, now the reason that you could get banned is for accessing the game files. Now why that matters is because several years ago there was an infamous hacker known on Supercell forums, on Reddit, and he would always leak the latest Clash of Clans update info. Before Supercell had told anybody, he was leaking this stuff by accessing the game files. I have no idea how to do this sort of thing. I'm not a computer guy, but first of all, I've heard that they permanently banned one of his accounts. He was denied access to the forums. But I mean, anybody can start a new Clash of Clans account, and I would imagine you could probably get to that just as easy with a Town Hall 1 as you could an advanced account. So it certainly wouldn't stop anybody. So eventually, they ended up kind of respecting the guy, wondering how the heck he was doing this, and ended up becoming friends with him instead, and that is Spanster. I actually got to meet Spanster in Germany for the World Championship of Clash of Clans, and I was just amazed by the story of who he was, what he had done, and how he ended up becoming friends with Supercell. And you know, come to find out, he's not leaking anything anymore, because hey, why would you do that to your friends? So I love the way the Supercell approached that. Instead of, you know, just continuing to hate this guy, become his friend, and all is good. Next on our list is botting, all right? That's basically using some sort of third-party software, which is Supercell's expressly against in their terms of service, will get you permanently banned by using any third-party software. But what this basically is it's using something that they call a bot. It's like a program that just basically does all your farming for you. So some people don't have to go through the thing of, you know, looting up their accounts, but they can run an algorithm that checks for bots, and they will catch you, and you will be permanently banned. In fact, that is exactly what happened to Maxwell313, and I still remember watching his video and that came out, and I'm like, God, I just can't believe that guy decided to run bots, run third-party software, which has been against Clash of Clans terms of service forever, like from the beginning. Third-party software, huge no-no, on an account that was like almost maxed anyways, but still, seriously, all right? Some people just, you know, decide that they're too good to go through the grind, I guess, of looting, and those of us that have actually had to go through the grind of looting, well, you know, it makes sense. It'd be pretty mad at people that just skip that. But we get the last laugh when they get scanned and when they get banned. Just a side note, guys, we're into some seriously dangerous stuff here. This is stuff you should never, ever do. Next thing that you can get banned, will get banned permanently for, is just blatant cheating, and it used to be a really big problem, and that is using mods. Now, I believe Clash of Clans pretty much, or Supercell pretty much solved this problem by making sure, shutting those things down, making sure they no longer worked. But you used to hear back in the day about Xmod a lot. The only reason I'm even saying the name is because I'm very sure that it does not work any longer. I heard that several years ago that they shut all that stuff down, and that is good, because what you used to have is entire clans full of modders out just trying to jump war spins of serious fair play war clans and just annihilating them, because, you know, cheaters are gonna win if they're cheating, of course, and then posting videos and stuff on YouTube talking about how amazing they were when it was an entire clan full of cheaters. Used to be a massive problem, and there was entire clans that were banned as a result of this modding. And of course, once again, just like we talked about with the botting, it is definitely a form of third-party software. In fact, probably the worst form of third-party software, giving people a massive unfair advantage in wars, allowing people to just get perfect wars, no problem, none at all. It's just absolutely blatant and really pathetic, I think. Definitely pathetic is the word that I would use for people who are cheating in video games. And I'm glad that they shut down the modding thing several years back, because it was horrible. Coming in at number 10 on this list doesn't seem like that big a deal at face value, and that is buying gems from third-party retailers. Now, from a fair play standpoint, this is not as big a deal as the cheating stuff, and personally, I dislike the cheaters even more. But from a strictly moral perspective, what you don't realize is these gems are being bought with stolen credit cards. So when you're buying gems from third parties, you are literally participating in a crime. Do not do it. Oh, and it will also definitely get you banned. That brings us up to the last thing on our list, number 10, and definitely the worst. It is so bad, I'm not even going to say the name of it, because I don't want to risk anybody getting any ideas from me saying the name of it. But I can tell you what it does, and it is cheating. It's just really similar to modding, actually, because it's that level of cheating where it gives people a massive unfair advantage, and absolutely disgusting. The end result is people can hit war bases that they build instantly. So if they're in a clan or in a war against your clan and they're looking at your war base, they can sit there and build that war base, practiced against it over and over before they have to go in and do their war attack. Obviously, anybody that's even halfway, honestly, even if you're a horrible attacker, you could just sit there and try spam attacks from every angle until one works on a base. It could be an amazing base. I don't care how amazing a base is. A spam attack, even a horrible spam attack, is gonna work on it from one side, one corner, or the other. And if you have that many chances to try it over and over, you're gonna be able to 3-star the base. So absolutely disgusting, so bad that I am not going to say the name of it, but a lot of you guys are already going to know what it is. A lot of you, anybody that's been around Fair Play War community has definitely heard of it. But what I will tell you is that it will absolutely get you banned permanently. Not only that, but your entire clan is also subject to being banned. Even if they had nothing to do with it, even if they know nothing about it, you will get banned permanently, and your entire clan will also receive a ban. So, by far the worst on our list. If you know what it is, do not do it. It's not worth it, and frankly, it's just, like I said, like with the modding, it's disgusting. Come on, it's a game, guys. Let's have fun. It'd be pretty pathetic to have to cheat in a video game when you're competing against other people, you know? I mean, if you're just playing a console or something, you got cheat codes, fine, man, go for it. But you're playing against other people that have been working for hours, years, even improving their craft, and just blatantly cheating. Not okay whatsoever. And I'm personally very glad that they're handing out permanent bans and even clan bans for that sort of thing, because it has no place in competitive Clash of Clans. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. On the screen right now, you're going to see a button in the middle to subscribe to the channel. Also, 2 other links to 2 of my other videos. Check one of those out. We can keep hanging out.